Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about the 5 mistakes every new Lean Six Sigma project is going to make. We are also going to talk about what are the solutions to them so that we can avoid those mistakes in coming future. Along with that, I am also going to help you to understand what is a mechanism or what is the system through which you can ensure practical implementation of the Lean Six Sigma project in every 90 days. And that too with mentoring support of the experienced professionals. The mistakes that we are going to discuss are the practical one, and I have seen many professionals are making those mistakes when they are taking their first Lean Six Sigma projects. So let's begin. Let's start with the introduction first. You kick off your first Lean Six Sigma project, you can see the team is excited. Everybody in the team is excited about how the Lean Six Sigma approach is going to work and how we are going to kill that problem on which you are going to take this project. Leaders are curious to see what are the results they are getting and whether the results are sustainable or not, and everyone from this project is expecting big results. But after certain time, after certain weeks, you can see the entire progress is getting slowed down. Team is losing their interest because of the lack of clarity or the mistakes that I am going to show you. Meetings are going dull and there is no excitement in the team. Leaders are in doubt whether this approach is really going to work or not, and progress feels stuck. Let's talk about some of the interesting facts here. Nearly 60% of the Lean Six Sigma projects fail to deliver the results they promised. There is also the waste of resources including time, money and efforts. If you go into the details and understand what is the main cause for that, the 5 common mistakes that we are going to discuss today. Once we understood those 5 mistakes, we are also going to talk about their solutions. So thereby we can avoid those mistakes in implementation of the Lean Six Sigma project. These solutions we are going to discuss in practical way. That means we are going to take one practical scenario and how this mistake is going to impact that project, and we are also going to talk about what is a course of action or solution that we are going to take so that we can avoid those mistakes. Now let's talk about the discussion of each of these mistakes in detail. Mistake 1. Picking the wrong project and being too vague. For each of these mistakes we will follow this approach. We will see with the help of practical example in which the mistake has happened, what should be the solution and what is the action that we have taken as a part of this solution. Let's talk about the example of mistake. In a hospital, one team started with the project goal, improve patient satisfaction. Now if you go into the detail and if you understand this statement is too vague. What is the solution for that? Start with a detailed and effective project charter which has a SMART goal statement. So what is a SMART? SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant and time bound. If you can take the simple example to understand this SMART, we can say specific is what is the problem that you want to solve? How can you measure the progress? So it should be measurable. How we can know that we reached our goal? It must be attainable. It should not be like boiling the ocean. It should be achievable. It must be relevant. How does it connect to your business impact? So whatever project or whatever the problem that you are going to solve, that must be in line with your business. And time bound stands for when it will get completed. By the time you have answers of all these questions, you can say your project definition is not too vague. Let's talk about the solution in this example. In another hospital, reduce average patient waiting time in the emergency room from 90 minutes to 60 minutes within 6 months. If you look at this example, it is very specific. Reduce patient waiting time in emergency room. It is measurable. That means it talks from 90 minutes to 60 minutes. It is also attainable because we are going to talk about the implementation of this project into 6 months. This is also time bound as we are going to talk about the 6 months. And this is also in line with the business impact where we are going to talk about the improved patient satisfaction. This mistake is going to happen because the leaders or the project team is not going into the more detail to understand what is the exact problem and the area in which they need to work. This is just the one part of the project charter. It also consists of other important elements that you need to be learned as a part of Lean Six Sigma expert. Now let's talk about the mistake number 2, not getting support from leaders. We are going to follow the same approach. Let's understand this mistake with the help of example. In an automobile company, a Six Sigma team worked on reducing paint defects, but production manager never prioritized their project. The solution for this is leaders are your most important customer. speak their language. For example, show them the return on investment. By the time you are going to show any activity, leaders will always think in terms of impact and effort matrix. That means when you are going to execute this project, what are the efforts you require, what are the resources you require, and against that, what are the benefits you will get. If you really want your leaders are interested in your project, then return on investment must be very clear. Update them with a short but regular progress and make things simple to understand and practical. Instead of creating complex graphs and complex statistics, if you can use the simple graphs and simple statistics, then it will help you to create the interest of your leaders into your project. Let's talk about the one of the solution into this case. If you can convey this information to your leaders, like this project can save 50 lakh rupees annually in material waste. Let's talk about some of the interesting fact here. In the 1990s, when Six Sigma implementation had just started, the General Electric CEO, Jack Welch, personally championed projects. And the result of that is that support helped General Electric save an estimated of $12 billion in just 5 years. So imagine the importance of getting support from your leaders. With understanding of the second mistake, now let's go to the third mistake. Using bad data from a flawed measurement system. This is a common mistake I have seen professionals are making after doing a really great job into the define phase. Let's continue the same approach to understanding of this mistake. A food company tried reducing weight variation in packaged chips. Their data showed there is a huge variation into the weight. But after weeks of analysis, they found that the weighing machines weren't calibrated effectively. So the problem is with the measurement system, not with the process. Now what is the solution in that case? Always conduct a measurement system analysis before relying on data. Studies show that in manufacturing, up to 30% of the recorded defects are actually from the measurement errors, not from the real process problems. So as a Lean Six Sigma expert, you must know the role of measurement system is very critical when you are going to enter into the measure phase. Let's talk about the practical example for this solution. While collecting the data of weights, the project team started with the measurement system analysis study. Just look at the numbers, how severe this mistake is. After understanding of this mistake 3, let's go to the mistake 4. Jumping to a solution without finding the root cause. This is very common. Let's use the same approach. Example for the mistake is, in a call center, complaints are high about long call durations. Managers immediately decided to hire more agents. So this is like jumping to the solution. But when the team analyzed the data, they discovered the real root cause was something different. Outdated software was slowing agents down by 30 seconds per call. What kind of solution in this case? Tools like Pareto chart, fishbone diagram, and the 5-why analysis helps you to uncover the real cause. And this is an important message for every Lean Six Sigma professional. The key is to use the data, not just opinions. Even if you are going to consider opinions, please ensure that you are going to collect the appropriate data around those opinions. The practical solution in this case is upgrade the system so that they can reduce the call handling time by 25%. A much smarter fix than hiring more staff. Imagine in this case, if the manager is going to hire the more agents, it is going to increase the operational cost. But still, the root cause is there. Now let's talk about the last mistake. Neglecting the control phase. Let's talk about the example of the mistake. A pharma company reduced labeling error by 40% with a new process. Everyone celebrated because they got the results. But within 3 months, the errors come back. If you investigate this fallback, you can see the old habits has returned. What is the solution for that? Every project must end with a control plan. Now this control plan is not necessarily the one document that you can use. You can use the updated standard operating procedures, dashboards or control charts to track the results, and simple mistake proofing methods. This is just an example of some of the tools that we can use as a part of control phase. You can learn all the remaining tools by joining our programs. Let's talk about the practical solution, and we can take the example from the Toyota. Compare that with the Toyota's approach. Every process improvement is locked in with 𝗃𝗀𝘃. It is also called as a mistake proofing and visual controls. And the result everyone knows. That's why Toyota has sustained world-class quality for decades. These are the 5 mistakes that every Lean Six Sigma project is going to make. Now let's talk about the conclusions and solutions. We had seen there are 5 top mistakes. The first one was picking vague or irrelevant project. Second, we had seen lacking leadership support. Third, using bad data from unreliable measurement system. Fourth, we had talked about jumping to solutions without root cause analysis. Last mistake that we had seen just now, forgetting the control phase. We had seen what is the best solution in each of these cases also. Like for the picking vague or irrelevant projects, we talk about start with a smart project charter that links directly to business impact. For lacking leadership support, we talk about win leaders over by showing return on investment in their language like time, money, and customer value. Regarding the mistake of measurement system analysis, we talk about how to trust your numbers only after a solid measurement system analysis. Regarding the mistake of jumping to solutions, we understood the solution is prove the root cause with data before moving to any fix. And last, to sustain your improvements, lock in result with standard operating procedures, monitoring dashboards, and mistake proofing. So as I said, let's talk about the mechanism of system where you will consistently learning the Lean Six Sigma and taking it to the next level in every 90 days. This is call to action. There are 2 important call to actions. The first one, 90-day challenge in Lean Six Sigma plus artificial intelligence. It is a structured and recurring mentoring program for all the Lean Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt participants in our community. As I said, this is a structured and recurring. That means in every 90 days, we are going to repeat this cycle and we are going to complete one Lean Six Sigma project with my mentoring support in every 90 days. As a part of that, you will get in detail Lean Six Sigma training, which is aligned with American Society for Quality, International Association of Six Sigma certification, as well as Council for Six Sigma certification. I am also going to help you to understand how we can use the AI tools along with Lean Six Sigma tools so that we can have the faster and effective implementation. As a part of this program, you will get practical execution of the Lean Six Sigma project with lifetime mentoring support. That means you need not to pay again. You will also get a lifetime access and accredited certification. If you are really interested to become the part of this program and lead your industry with confidence and clarity, please use this link, 𝗿𝗂𝘀𝗁/challenge. I am also going to provide this link into the description. Another call to action is if you want to test this program. Instead of enrolling into this 90-day challenge, if you want to see how this program is going to work and whether it is really beneficial for you or not, please enroll in 3-day mini challenge in Lean Six Sigma plus AI. Here we have 3-day curriculum. We are going to spend 1 hour per day and I'm going to help you to understand how this program is going to work. Like on day 1, we are going to talk about how to define the right problem and create a project charter. Of course, that will not be in so much of detail, but I will give the test for it. On second day, we will talk about measure and analyze data with confidence by using the Excel, Minitab, as well as the AI tools. And on third day, we are going to talk about how to generate and validate effective solutions that are sustainable. If you want to test this program, then visit the link 𝗿𝗂𝘀𝗁/3-day challenge. I am also going to provide the link for this into the description section. This is all about 5 mistakes that every new Lean Six Sigma project is going to make and what are the solutions for them. We also talk about the mechanism or system that you must connect so that you can take your career to the new level. At the end of this video, if you found this information useful, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for your valuable time and see you in the next video.